Well, hello there, glue dots. It has been a hot minute since I've been on here. Well, I guess it's been a month, actually, exactly, since the last one I did was the March 1st live. And here we are at April 1st, April Fool's Day. Anybody do any good April jokes, April Fool's joke on anyone? I was thinking how, when you're a kid, that's like the thing to do, right? You just have to. You can't let April Fool's go by without doing something, right? But now as adults, I don't know, we kind of, right? We're just getting to be old fuddy-duddies or what? So how is everybody? How are you doing? My gosh. Um, Let me know you're here. So what I'm going to do this time for our drawing, I decided to do a little differently because a lot of times when I get on here, um, the people who win just kind of never reply. So, hi, Belinda from Louisiana. Awesome. A lot of people just, they end up, I email them, they never respond. I think that, we're so inundated, all of us, with these junk mail things. Who else is there besides Belinda? I know someone else is there. But we get over inundated with, oh, you win, you're the big winner. So I'm always careful when I send the email out that it won't go to spam because it's legit. I'm definitely trying to give something away and I just need someone to be there. So what I want to do this time, I'm going to wait a little bit until we get a good number of people on here. And then, hi, Tiata, West Pennsylvania, right? What is that what that is? I think. So what I want to do at one point when we actually do the drawing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question and then have everybody reply. And I'm just going to close my eyes and point to a name. And whoever is responding that I point to at that moment is the one that's going to be the winner. So this is kind of one of those ones where you do have to be present to win because I really want to be able to send it out to somebody. And okay, the real reason is I'll fess up because I was running late today to get this started, and because I've switched over my whole email system to a different email system, and I still don't even know how to use the new email system. I don't really know how to get in there and get my list. Hi, Sharon. Uh, Good to see you. And so I couldn't pull up my contact list of all of you that have entered for the drawing so that I could choose from that. So I thought, okay, I got to do a different way. And then one time I did where I would look at all the names on here and I wrote them all down and then I tore them up and did a little thing, but that's a little bit chaotic too. So what I figure is somewhere through this live, I will just do the kind of one of those things, and whoever I point to will be the lucky winner. So that will be cool. Anyway, so tell me, Belinda, Sharon, Tiata, what have you guys been up to lately? I know there's more of you on there that are hiding out in the wings, maybe being a little shy. Uh, I went to Southern California for a week to see my boys, and that was just the best. I always love going to see my kids. And then I came back home for about less than a week, and I left again for Southern California for a conference that I went to, which was super cool. It was a Kingdom Entrepreneurs Conference. And so, having been raised Greek Orthodox, things are much more subdued and more, what's the word? Conservative, more mellow. I don't even know, but you guys know, like Catholic and Greek Orthodox and that type of environment is very, very different from a lot of other religious environments. And so this was a faith-based. Hi, Trina. You're new here. Welcome, welcome, and thank you. I appreciate that you're enjoying my craft projects too. Okay, getting ready for Easter. Good thing. I also went to Southern California to see my grandkids. Yay! I love it there, and we're talking about moving there, so more than talking about it. So I'm kind of it just feels like home to me already when I go. Hi, Liz. Happy Friday to you as well. And Belinda says, working, spending time with a 90-year-old mom. Wow, 98, that's so cool. And trying to get some craft done. Are you, Belinda, are you taking care of your mom too? Or does she have help in there, or are you the help? Because I know that can be really, really hard. There's always a delay. So if I talk a little bit and then jump over to that, that's why, because there's a delay in the responses getting to me. So anyway, this conference was really interesting because there was some things that I'm very not used to seeing happening. There was like healings going on and people falling over and just stuff that I'm not really used to. So I wanted to really. Oh, that's great. She's in awesome health and she lives by herself at 98. That's phenomenal. Girl, you are lucky. You got some good genes to follow through with there. That's so awesome. Well, tell her that all of us here say hi to her. So, and that she's like famous now. What's your mom's name, Belinda? Your 98-year-old mom. How cute is that? So I was trying to really keep an open mind watching this stuff and just kind of stay in my own lane basically and not do something that didn't feel comfortable to me, but yet also not judge people for what they were doing. And it was quite an interesting experience, I must say. And I have a funny story. Well, hello to Laura. Tell Laura we all say hi. Midnight Crafter and all the glue dots and all the peeps here say hello and that she's amazing, that she's doing so well at 98 years old. And may she have many, many, many more years. Um, yeah, God bless Laura. That's so awesome. So um, let's see. Oh, my funny story. So the one guy he's been a pastor for years. He he is a business person also, and he was up there speaking, and he gets a little bit passionate about what he does. So at one previous conference, this I had heard this story how he had taken it was the end of the conference and there was a box of 3-day-old bagels there, which you can imagine were probably fairly stale at that point. Well, he decided he got moved by the Holy Spirit and he was going to start throwing out these bagels as blessings. So they affectionately became known as glory bagels. And so that was just a story from times ago, right? Well, the last day of this conference, he walks out and he has a bag of bagels in his hands. So those of us that knew just started laughing. I thought, oh boy, here we go. Right. Well, I had my little glasses on for seeing distance. And my first thought was, I should probably take these off so I don't get hit with a bagel in the face. And I thought, no, you're not going to get hit with the bagel. I mean, you're just like, it's fine. You're all good. You're fine. Well, maybe I better take them off. I should just be careful and take them off. So I decided to take them off. So I was kind of hoping to get hit by a bagel because supposedly like it's this healing bagel. It's a glory bagel, right? So I'm like, I'm ready. Go ahead and hit me with the bagel. So take my glasses off, put them away, standing there. Everybody's like, he's throwing the bagels, and he's not just like tossing the bagels. He's like a pro pitcher throwing a baseball. Like he's hucking those bagels off the stage. And it was a room of maybe 700 people, and we were in the second row. So this bagel comes flying past my face. Like I feel the air of the bagel fly past my face, and it hits my friend next to me square in the eye. And she's sitting there like this, and the bagel bounces off of her face and lands in my hands. So I smack her. I said, "You stole my blessing." But then, my friends were telling me, well, it actually landed in your hands. So technically it's your blessing, right? That came to you. So the poor thing, she ended up with it almost like popped a little blood vessel in her eye or something. So she ended up with this little bump like the size of a BB on her eye that was blue. So I talked to her husband this morning because this was last Saturday that this happened. So I talked to her Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. So I talked to her husband this morning. I said, "How is your wife's eye?" And he says, "She's got a shiner from it." So poor thing. And she's the sweetest, most quiet person. She didn't want to attract attention to herself. And here she gets like clocked in the eye with a glory bagel. So anyway, that ended up getting them the opportunity to have dinner not only with the bagel hucker and his wife, but also with the person who runs the entire event. It's his event, and he's very well known in the industry, and him and his wife. So, I thought, well, maybe there is some favor in that bagel and getting hit in the eye with it. But it's just funny that I had this sense that that bagel was going to come and hit me in the eye, and I took my glasses off, and I maybe I'm still honing my prophetic feelings, right? Because I was close. There's a little shift in adjustment because it it hit her instead. So anyway, that's the craziness of the weekend. Some other crazy things going on, and a lot of fun stuff, a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of really thought provoking stuff that really made me think about how I live my life and how I serve others and what that means. So I don't know. I don't necessarily mean this to get into be a whole religious discussion thing, but if you guys, I found a really cool thing that someone posted, and if you guys want me to read it, I will. It's not particularly religious, but it talks about serving selfishly or whether it's serving selflessly. And that was like oh, wow, kind of a little knife to the gut kind of a feeling there for a minute. So if you guys want to hear it, I would be happy to read it. It takes about a minute to read. Anyway, let's see. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and do the drawing. So there's 12 of you on here, and the way that you have the best chance at winning the drawing is okay, Ms. Trace, hello there. I will share that. Okay, and Liz says yes. So let's do this first while you guys are kind of on a roll. There's 11 of you in here. I am going to, let's see, ask a question, and then I want you guys to just type away an answer. You can type multiple times because I'm just going to close my eyes and point to a name. So if the things are scrolling through there, you have more chances if you keep answering multiple times. So I'm going to let it go. So obviously the person who is answering the most is going to be more likely to have more chances in there to win. So let me think of a good question. Well, let's see. I want it to be something that you guys don't have to type anything out too long. So just a one-word answer. You know what? I'll do two questions. You can answer both or either one and just go. Look, your chances are getting better because we only have 9 of you on there right now. So two questions, and starting as soon as I ask the question, you just start typing away, and I'm going to give it some time. Two questions. What's my favorite color? So you can answer that one. And how old do you guess me to be? Now, some of you already know these, so start typing away. I'm going to give it 20 seconds until I start seeing some comments coming in. And right now I'm looking at the camera, so I can see that there are comments. I see that it's moving, but I don't see who it is or anything. So you guys, I'm going to give it. So what's my favorite color and how old am I? And you can answer either question or both questions. You don't have to write anything else out except for the number or the color. And I see it moving. I'm going to give it another few seconds to go. And then this is so fun. I like this because actually I know that someone here is going to actually win it, and that will be really cool. And as you can see, like I'm totally staring at the camera because I don't want to look down and be unfair here. So I'm going to give it 3 more seconds. 1, 2, 3. Liz, oopsie. Liz Sanabria. Cool. Wow. A lot of you guys thought blue, huh? Interesting. Interesting. So, Liz, you're my winner. I need to write that down so I don't forget. And the other thing is, I don't know for sure if I have your email. I'm going to have to look because, Liz, did you already click the link to enter? I mean, did you enter in to win the thing, or are you just somebody that happened into my live at some point by chance, or that you just follow that way? Because I need to make sure that I have your email address, and I'm not sure if I already have it because you opted in for the drawing or not. So now it's fun. Everybody thinks blue. Really? That's fascinating. How do you? cool. That's cool. You guys are really close. Some of you probably already knew my age. Oh, Sandra, you're just a doll. 50? That works for me. I like that one. We'll just say that that's the real. So my actual favorite color is purple. And I actually turned 57 in 2 days. So tomorrow's my hubby's birthday, and April 3rd is my birthday. So, you know what? On that note, I think because it's my birthday, I will give another one. So let me ask another question and get you guys. Ooh, there's only 5 of you on, so your chances are even getting better now. Um, let's see. Okay, what kind? You can put the initials like of what kind of dog did I have? My little sweet love that passed away on New Year's Eve. You can put the initials of it. You don't have to write out the whole thing. So, and I'm going to give it a few seconds until I see that starting to move again. And then that will be our second winner. So it's like my birthday gift to whoever, or, yeah, or we can go with whoever guesses right first. I don't know. If there's a lot of people that guess right, then I probably should just go with whichever one I point to. But there's 9 people on here. So what type of dog did I have? That was my little love bug. Okay. I'm going to give it like a few more seconds. And 1, 2, 3. Belinda. It was not a Yorkie or a Shih Tzu, but let me write down too and make sure, Belinda, that I have your email address. Belinda Keith. So Liz Sanabria and Belinda Keith are my winners. Boston Terrier. Had a little Boston Terrier, just the best. And you know what? If some of you know, because my little drawing notepad has not my actual dog, but a Boston Terrier on it. So cool. Well, I'm excited. So I get to send out, and you guys are going to be, oh, pug. Close, close. A lot of people think that Boston Terriers are pugs, or vice versa too. And also French Bulldogs too kind of get mixed up in that. Um, your birthday's April 3rd too, Sandra? Yay! I won't ask you how old you are. I won't make you put that on there unless you care to share. It doesn't really matter. Age is just a number, so I don't really care. But yeah, so Boston Terrier, 57, and purple. Those are the answers. So that was fun, you guys. Did you like that? I did. Hi, Vicki. Good to see you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, I don't even know what we're going to do yet. So for his birthday, I'm going to a bridal shower. And I asked him if he was cool with that because, if he wasn't, I wasn't going to go. And he's like, just go. I like, no big deal to me. So thank you, Maria. And then for my birthday, I don't know what we're going to do. We'll probably celebrate both of our birthdays doing something fun. I don't know. Maybe get together with family, maybe go out to eat. But okay, I want to read you guys that thing that I was telling you about earlier, since a couple of you said you were interested, because it's super interesting. And I always love posting like thought-provoking things. Oh gosh, where did it go? Okay, I will find it while we're talking. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is just by a guy that's in the business group that I'm in, and it's not a religious business group or anything, but he is someone that likes to do help people with personal growth and mindset and things like that, and I love that stuff too. And so I love to share that stuff with you guys too. And then let me know what you think of this, if it's like something that hits you like it hit me, because it just seemed to be super impactful for me. So he says, during our mentoring session yesterday, one of my clients said, I didn't think that self-discovery would be this hard, and I didn't think I would discover so many flaws about myself. I truly thought I had life kind of together. I believed to be a good man, a caring man, and now I just realize how selfish I really am. The man sure is great, yet he discovered that, like most people who believe to be such great people because they always want to be there for others, pretending to be sent down on earth to save the world. Selflessness isn't always the place they act out of, but a self reassurance that they matter and are worthy of love. The Buddha said it 2,500 years ago. If you want to do something for others, do it. But the moment you expect something from it in return, a thank you, recognition, or wanting to stand out, you didn't do it for others, you did it for yourself. In shamanism, the line between service and sorcery is nearly invisible. If you serve to be seen, you use the people to feed your ego. So, what do you need to protect yourself from falling into this ego driven trap? Awareness. So, do you guys find that as cool as I do, or am I just a weirdo? Because that really makes me think, hello, Carmen. It really makes me think why I love to help people. I love to serve people. I love to do stuff for other people. I had to really do a little soul searching in there as to what it is that really makes me love that as much as I do. And I feel like when I do stuff for people, I do it without expectation of getting anything in return. Um, you like that, Sharon? Yeah, it is wonderful. I feel like I do it without stuff in return, but then I started really thinking about that, if you do something for someone and you have no expectation, right? You just do it because you want to do it. And then maybe you do something again for them, and maybe 5 times, 10 times you do something for them. You still feel like you wanted to do it. They didn't ask you necessarily or push you to do it, but you just did it. And then the day comes where you need something from them. And you ask them, hey, would you mind driving me to the airport? Or could you watch my dog for me for the day or anything, right? And they don't do it. Come on, like tell me if you're like me, be honest here, right? I'm like opening up here. I kind of think like, well, for goodness sake, I'm like always doing stuff for you. You can't do just like this one little thing for me, right? It's not that when I was doing those things, I had an expectation that they were going to do something for me at some point. But somewhere in there, when you've done something for a person over and over and over, you kind of do have a little bit of that expectation, right? That they should at least have the courtesy of wanting to help you back. Just so this thing really, if you go based on that, what I'm just saying, it really says that we're serving out of selfishness, right? To what's in it for me in the long run, and really truly not selflessly with no expectation. So Liz says, I love helping people, don't need nothing in return. You do it from the heart. That was nice. Yeah, I agree. That's how I feel in general. But there is a little something something that if you do something so many times for someone and they don't do back, you kind of get a little like, I don't know. Is that just me? Is that just me, Liz? Or please tell me. Otherwise, you're an angel. um, that was interesting. Vicky says you should do something for people out of compassion and do it with anonymity. And I agree with that. I agree with that. And I think part of doing it with anonymity then truly shows that it's a selflessness, because the second you tell anybody else about it, then it becomes something that then feeds our ego, right? So it's super interesting to ponder that. And Belinda says it gets disheartening. It does. It gets disheartening when you help and you help and you help, and then you ask for someone for help and they don't help you. But at the same time, that's not really what it's all about, right? So Vicky says we have to accept the fact that not everyone feels the same way we do and reciprocating, and that's super true. Um, and yeah, not everybody is the reciprocating type for sure. But anyway, let's see, Sharon. I do a lot of things for others in charities. I never give my name or want anything at any time. I do it because it makes me feel good inside, and that's all I need. That's awesome. Then you know what? You're in a good place, shall I say. And again, that's where I felt like I was coming from with things, but maybe I got some work to do on that. So, and that's not, it's not bashing myself at all. It's just like he says, awareness, right? So now reading that has really brought my awareness to it. Like what do I get in return? Is it that somebody says, "Oh my gosh, you know what? Elaine did this for me and it was so helpful. It made me so happy," or, or she helped me overcome this, then it's like, "Oh, I feel good because I know that I was able to help them." Is that really what it's about? So, anyway, who knew this was going to get this deep, right? You never know what's going to happen on these lives. Um, Sharon, oh no, we just read that one. Okay, let's see. Very true at Sharon. Yeah, so people are agreeing with you, Sharon. So I knew I had great followers over here and great subscribers. Um, did my babies fly the coop yet? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, Vicky. So what Vicky's talking about, she follows me on Instagram, and I was posting Instagram stories. That seems to be so because my Instagram is all about crafting, and I hate just posting stuff on it that's not related to crafting, but yet I haven't been doing any crafting, so there's nothing to post. I've been really more focusing on posting things in my story, and so I was posting that. In fact, it's right outside, and you can see. Let's see if I point, you see over here those little things, right, right up there. Those little things, those are little water pots, and it's just like a hanging mobile. And that other window over there is my kitchen window. So the hummingbird nested in one of those pots and laid two little eggs, and I was following that journey on my Instagram stories. And I left for the conference and came back and they were gone. So I actually have the coolest video, the coolest thing that happened, aside from, the little empty nest now, the coolest thing, and I'm going to post it on my Instagram. So those of you that would like to see it, because that's where it will be, probably not anywhere else. My Instagram is EP Midnight Crafter. So if you want to follow me over there, you can see my story. And I haven't had a chance to post it yet, and I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna post it, but something super, super, super cool, a little video that was really amazing. Um, so hi, Geraldine. You just saw that I'm live. Yes. Yes. And I actually, it's so funny. I was running late. My neighbor, I color her hair, and then she's a little tiny, tiny little lady, and she doesn't fit in the shampoo bowl for me to to shampoo out her color. So she has to go back home and shower and then come back. And she came back at 1:30. Well, she's supposed to come back at 1:30. She came back at like 1:38. And I'm like, oh, I've got my 2 o'clock live to do. So I was running a little late. So it was a little bit of craziness and trying to hurry up and do that. But yeah, so I just never know what I'm going to say. But part of me was thinking, bah, you know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to do the live. Does anybody really care if I do the live? I'm just not going to do it today. It probably doesn't matter. Then I thought, no, you know what? You committed to that. So just do it, do it. Even if it's 5 minutes long, just do it, right? So here I am. And actually, I'm so glad that I came on here because it's been super fun with you guys. Let's see. La, 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 la. Can't wait. I wondered if they were there. Yeah, when you got back. No, they were not there. I was kind of sad that they weren't there. I feel so invested in them. Just hang some swings for them and get a little feeder. They may come back and nest later on. Yeah, they might. They might. I don't know. I see them oftentimes when I'm sitting in my front yard. They come to my fountain, which I don't know if some of you that have been following me for a long time. Sometimes I do little video clips out there, or some of my video outdoor stuff. You can hear the fountain in the background, and sometimes I sit out there and they come right there to visit me. But I feel like I really got to know this hummingbird. And then when I was gone, and then they just left. It was so sad. And then my husband told me, yeah, that she came back to visit me. And I'm like, no, she came back to visit me because I was the one that was, really involved in her story and watching her raise her children. And then he showed me this little video clip, and that's what I'm going to share on Instagram. And it's like, it was so cool. It's super short. It's 10 seconds, and it looks fake, and it's not fake. It's real. Haven't seen me in a while, huh, Francis? I know. You will see me pretty much the first of every month here doing lives as far as doing new videos. Not so much. I have kind of turned a corner on the midnight crafter thing, and I hate to say that I've quit, but because it may resurface at some point, but right now it's just not where my heart is, and I'm kind of following. I don't even know what path. I'm just kind of following a different path right now and trying to figure things out. I know you have a Dollar Tree stash. Just use some of your bamboo skewers and pipe cleaners, perfect size for them to hang on to. Oh, okay, like, will they come sit on that? Really? If I didn't realize that they do that. They, like, make little swings. And I don't know that I wanna put a feeder. Somebody had sent me one time, one of my fabulous glue dots sent me a beautiful blue glass. It was like a blue bottle, and she had done it all up with really cool wire and beads and made it into a bird feeder, a hummingbird feeder, I think, and even told me how to make the sugar water for it. And I put it in the wrong spot and it just emptied out all the time. And it was just a mess. And I think I want to redo that. It's just hard to find a good location for it where the sun doesn't hit, because when the sun hits it, it seems to expand something and it just drips all out. So it was a bit messy for me. Um, Aw, thank you, Sharon. I'm so glad I get to see you guys. It made my day, really, to see you. Some red pipe cleaners. Oh, so they must be attracted to red, because we were looking. Most of the hummingbird feeders seem to be red, and that there's obviously got to be a reason for that. The fact that you said red pipe cleaners. Um, but I also saw some beautiful glass blown ones that had a lot of color to them. So I thought maybe that would be a neat thing to put up. I don't know. Is red a certain thing for hummingbirds? Does anybody know? I'm sure Vicky will probably know and tell me. Um, oh, one of the flag holders. Okay, interesting. So even if it's low, they'll come to that. See all the stuff I learned from you guys? So cool. Um, Anyway, okay, so let's see. Red, okay, especially red flowers. Oh, that's why they come to my one right outside in front of my fountain. I have one of those bushes. It's called a hot lips bush, and it's a little small, like about one knuckles worth size of red and white flowers that are called hot lips, and they seem to come there. Their little beaks. The other thing that was cool, which you guys probably all know this, so this is just like all new to me, but videotaping them and watching them so closely, I didn't realize that they have in that long beak, that they have a long little tongue that shoots out and gets, I guess, the nectar and stuff. That was so cool. I put my first one out years ago and I couldn't even get it situated and was getting dive bombed. Really? That's so funny. Well, when I went out there to take pictures of the babies a couple times, the mom came probably within, I don't know, 2, 3 feet of my face and was just, right. And she was sort of telling me, back up from my babies. So, and my husband was like, "You're scaring them. Get away, get away." So I would wait till she would go and I would get those pictures that I posted. So, but the other funny thing, I was trying to figure out where, and if you see, oh, they're gone now, because it was in the stories. But anyway, if those of you that were following the stories, and Vicky can probably tell you, there was a lot of poop on even the post that was right there where next to where the thing is hanging. And I couldn't figure out how the poop got on there. Well, the one day my husband was watching, and then I saw it later, and it's even in one of the videos. The little baby birds, they would shoot the poop out. It would shoot like a good, I don't know, 14 inches out of them onto the wall. So you don't talk about getting dive bombed. I mean, you're probably not talking about getting dive bombed with poop, but that just brought that to my mind. Have you ever heard the sound of their wings? Yes, that's what it was doing right in front of me, like right, because it was trying to keep me back. It's crazy. It's very loud. They also squeak when they're, uh, and I was hearing squeaking, and I didn't know if that was them or something else, but apparently it was them. And then I read up on it that hummingbirds squeak is actually, or their little, whatever you call it, their little sound is not super loud either. So that I just learned all kinds of stuff about hummingbirds. And what was just cool is that they were low enough to where I could see it. And then it was in a place where standing in my kitchen, which I'm at the sink or at the stove a lot of the time, and my counter, looking right out in front of me is right where they were. So that was just, it was so cool. Like I'm so grateful that I got to experience that. But okay, I will try then not only posting, maybe what I'll do is try and post some of the highlight pictures and things from the beginning. Oh, I thought so. I saw movement out there. I thought there was a hummingbird right outside my window. See, I got a hummingbird on the brain. I'll try and post kind of the highlights from the eggs through to that final video where my husband said that it came to say hello. Um, and then you guys can all see. So just go over there, EP Midnight Crafter, Instagram, if you're on Instagram, and follow, and I will post that. But remember, stories only stay up for 24 hours. So I'm going to do that maybe after we get off of here. I'll make a point of it. I don't know. It's just, there's been so much going on lately that just distracts me from it. And I want to focus on purging stuff because I have stuff and stuff and stuff around, like those pillows up there behind me, up on top of there. They need to go. I don't know why I'm keeping them. They've been sitting up there forever decorating the safe, and they just don't need to be there. So I'm happy to give a bunch of stuff away to shelters or to wherever, but it definitely still is going to take a lot of work to do that. And if we're going to be moving to closer to our kids within the next year or two, I need to start clearing some stuff out. So I wish that, one of those YouTubers who is into organizing and decluttering would use me as a what do you call it? I don't know, an example person, and come and just do that with me and for me, and be so good. So just too much stuff, it doesn't, I need to clear the brain. It clears the brain to get rid of some stuff. So anyway, okay, Easter, I guess. Have a great Easter. It's coming up fast. And for us, Greek Orthodox celebrate Easter the 24th. So it's going to be a week after the, I don't know what you call it, Catholic Easter, or not really sure. Hey, Sophia. And Sophia is Greek also. So she'll be celebrating Easter on the 24th when I celebrate it. So happy Easter ahead of time, ahead of my Easter, but happy Easter for you guys all that are celebrating on the, whatever it is, 17th, 18th. I don't know. Not doing my math very well. And 24th, 17th, right? 16th, 17th. Okay. Oh, the hummingbird is outside my window. Not like right outside, but it's at the hot lips plants, you guys. So you know what? One thing I've heard people say, and tell me if you guys have heard this. I've heard people say that hummingbirds come back when you've lost a loved one, and they're like their spirit coming back to visit with you. And I had heard that, but kind of, I don't know, just heard it and put it in, filed it back here. Well, the fact that my dog had passed away on December 31st, December 31st of this last year. And then this is right a few months later, not even a few months, several weeks later, this hummingbird nests right outside my window where I can see it constantly. I felt kind of like that was my dog sending a little something, or sending me a sign that, all was good, and his little spirit was coming back to visit, and he brought a couple friends to be reborn there. So I don't know, it was so cool. It just, I like to think that because it makes me feel good. So 27, Sharon, what you talking about? 27, what is 27? Contact a YouTube organizer. They might come to help a fellow YouTuber. I don't know. That'd be cool. Be super cool. But then that would really hold my feet to the fire, because then I got to really do it, which is fine. I would do it. I would feel sorry for them because it's a process. I got lots of stuff. Liz, happy Easter to you, Elaine, and your family. Thank you for the live. Some great conversation. Enjoy your weekend also. Thanks, guys. Anyway, I don't need to necessarily keep extending this and just going on. And I think I say that every single time I do a live. But I appreciate each one of you that was here with me today. And thank you guys so much for participating in my little game. And I have my two lucky winners, Liz Sanabria and Belinda Keith. So make sure you guys reach out to me like immediately before a bunch of other people try and claim your prize. And then I'm also going to look up to see if I already have your email addresses. So, yeah, so I can get you out your keychains, and then I'll reach out to you and you can give me your address. I don't want you to do any of that stuff here where obviously it's not safe and there could be all kinds of people out here gathering that information, but I will be in touch. Red, wait, what was a red cardinal? Now a red cardinal being the one for the spirit. No, I hadn't heard that. I had heard hummingbird, but, or, what was the other one? Like a dove or something like that, maybe, but how frequently do we get those around? But I heard hummingbirds. So, well, that's my phone telling me it's time to get to work. So thank you guys. Thanks again. Thanks for the 13 of you that are on here now and that stuck with me through my never knowing what I'm going to talk about and where it goes. Thanks for your participation in the conversation. It's so much fun having you here. It made my day. I'm so glad I decided to come on and do this. And I wish every single one of you a very happy Easter. And I guess I'll be seeing you on May 1st, May Day. Everybody with their pretty flowers and baskets and all that stuff for May Day. And I'm so ready for spring. I'm ready for, though we need the rain, I'm ready for no more rain and some warm weather to come. So have a blessed rest of the day, rest of the week, a great weekend, because the weekend is upon us. And I will see you all next month. Bye.